Hi everyone. As you all know, Instagram handle billions of users, and similar way Netflix they stream millions of videos, and similar way we have like Amazon they process again thousands of records or orders per second. And the question is, are they using same RDBMS system like MySQL or PostgreSQL to handle this data? Definitely not, because RDBMS fails at scale. And we will see in this video how RDBMS fails at scale and what are the reasons why it is failing, and what big companies do instead. Coming to the first thing, RDBMS. What is RDBMS? RDBMS means Relational Database Management System, and the data is stored in tables with rows and columns, and also relationships using foreign keys. And they follow asset properties like atomicity, consistency, durability, and isolation. This makes the RDBMS more scalable and perfect for structured data. And this all guarantees comes with a cost also. And the second thing is again, you can say vertical scaling. Traditionally, RDBMS follows vertical scaling. It means you have to upgrade your server. It's like more CPU, more RAM, and better SSD. But it has its limits because you cannot scale your server every time, and eventually it becomes more expensive and impossible. But when it comes to the horizontal scaling, you are just adding the missions. Okay, compared to vertical scaling, horizontal scaling is very simple in this case. And also RDBMS struggle because data usually strictly coupled with the relationships. Again, we have a joins also. RDBMS mostly relies on joins. We can say, let's say, we have tables like orders table, users table, and payments table, and you want to find out user orders. So you'll go with the joins. It's like you're joining with the users table and orders table. You're getting the data. But the thing is, if the data is very small, it's fine. But let's say if the data is very huge, you cannot go with the joins, because if the data is very big, your joins are too expensive. You have to pay more price, I can say. And one more thing is, let's say if your data is distributed to multiple machines and you're performing joins, so there is a high chance of network calls plus data shuffling. And this results in again high latency and slow queries and system bottlenecks. And the third thing is write bottlenecks. Usually RDBMS they have, I think they follow the strong consistency. It means whenever you write a data, it locks a block of data and maintain index, and also ensure transactions. And this becomes this becomes your write operations very slow. Let's say you have an Instagram app. You want to write billions or millions of transactions per second, and when RDBMS is working to handle all this, it becomes very slow because it locks block of data, and you cannot go with the parallel writes, and transactions increase overhead. And again, this results in again reduced throughput. And the last thing is sharding technique. What is sharding again? So I can say simply, we you have a data in one missions, and to reduce your to improve your query performance, or like to distribute your data more correctly or like evenly, you just go with the sharding technique. It means you are scaling your database. Okay, you're keeping your data to multiple machines. Okay, but here comes again like a few questions when you are going with the sharding technique. Like, what is the shard key you gonna use in this technique? Okay, and if you are going with the sharding technique, are you going to distribute your data evenly, right? And again, and what are the joins you are performing here? That is main. What are how you perform joins here? Okay, that is main important, because as we discussed previously, if you are going with the joins and if the data is distributed to multiple missions, there is high chance of like network calls plus data shuffling, and data shuffling is more expensive and you have to pay more price. Okay, so you have to be careful about all these things. And one more thing is, again, if you're gonna use RDBMS here, and there is high chance of failures. Okay, and developers, like, they mostly concentrate on like routing logic, how to get the data and data consistency, and also they'll mostly concentrate on reducing the failures instead of like just concentrating on the business logic. Okay, and like this all the problems we have. And mostly big companies, they follow NoSQL databases because they can NoSQL databases can handle all these problems. Okay, this trade like should consistency for scalability and performance, and examples like key value stores, you can say document databases and wide column stores. Okay, and again, this when you gonna use like NoSQL databases, there is a high chance of like horizontal scaling. You can go with the horizontal scaling, high throughput and distributed systems, because data is distributed in multiple missions. And you can go with the horizontal scaling, there is high chances of like you can able to handle the big data. Again, when it comes to like other things like asset properties, like mostly they follow the base principles, like basically available, and also like soft state, and ensure consistency again. So this how like the big companies, they follow the NoSQL databases to handle data at scale. And again, the question is like, so no need of using RDBMS, like there's no point of using RDBMS. The answer is no, because generally RDBMS they use for the financial systems, or you can say banking systems, or like you can go with the like any like if you have any medical systems. Okay, you can go and use the RDBMS. Mostly you can say when the data is very small. Okay, you can go with the RDBMS, but when it comes to like data is very huge, you have to go with the NoSQL databases. Okay, because they can handle the data like very easily. If your data is very huge also, you can just use the NoSQL database. And when it comes to the AWS cloud, there are like document DB and also like Dynamo DB. This all databases can handle all the data at scale if the data is very huge also. So you can go and use these databases if your data is very huge. And if your data is very small, and if you're like handling very small data, and you have to follow these asset properties like and all, you can directly go with the like RDBMS. It's very easy and simple. And as I told you, like big companies, they go with the NoSQL databases. It mostly depends on the volume. You cannot directly say like big companies like going with the NoSQL database. They have the RDBMS also, but still like they balance the both based on the data volume. Okay, and I think yeah, we have like discussed all these things. And I think I explained why the big companies use the NoSQL databases, or like why they go with the NoSQL databases. Depends on the volume, and like when we have to use the again RDBMS. And I hope you like this video. Thank you.